What's going on, everyone? Data report here with this special report for Sunday, June 11th, 2023, I-95 disaster in Philadelphia. On 6:30 a.m. this Sunday morning, June 11th of 2023, a tanker truck was exiting I-95 northbound in the area of Cottman Avenue. I believe it was at the Cottman Avenue exit. The truck was underneath I-95 and it caught on fire. This fire became significant and it became severe. The truck remained there for some time, and it took till about 7:30 a.m. to be placed under control. However, because of the heat from the fire, the northbound lanes of I-95, as you can see in this picture from the Philadelphia Fire Department, collapsed. The northbound lanes do not exist right now. I-95 northbound and I-95 southbound are both completely shut down in the area, causing an absolute disaster. I-95 northbound will be shut down indefinitely for a very long period of time. I-95 southbound is questionable at this point. As you can see in this picture, if you look close, there are burn marks on I-95 southbound. It is questionable when I-95 southbound will open, but at this point, it is definitely, for sure, northbound 95 is going to be closed for a long time. It could be several months before northbound 95 opens. I-95 through this area is a very heavily traveled roadway. Hundreds of thousands of vehicles use this section of roadway every day. It is a major commuter road. It's a major freight road. I mean, this is Interstate 95, one of the busiest interstates in the country. There are several of them. This is one of the busier ones. And this is a heavily traveled stretch of roadway. Let's take a look at some of the news reports for this. I will move myself to the right. Philadelphia. An elevated section of Interstate I-95 collapsed early Sunday in Philadelphia after a tanker truck carrying petroleum product caught fire. And there are various different reports of how much gasoline may have leaked out. Here's a video of it that I'm getting here from Twitter, and look at this. You can see. Here's the smoke from this morning. There's also an air quality concern. Some people have said they have complained of the smell. I mean, look at this. This is just an absolute disaster. I mean, it's completely collapsed. This section of roadway is done for a long period of time. There isn't a good thing about this, but the only thing is, this is a Sunday. It didn't happen on a weekday when everyone was, headed to work or already downtown Philadelphia at work. But nonetheless, this is going to be a disaster for a long period of time. I'm going to try and help you through this. If you have to travel through this area, maybe you live in Philadelphia, I will try and help you through this. Let's take a look at the air quality. Air quality is still in the orange category here on a lot of these sites. That's because, remember the wildfire smoke from Canada? There's still a little bit of that around. But some people in Burlington County, New Jersey, which is just east of where this happened in New Jersey, are complaining of the smell of smoke again. And unfortunately, we do not have a lot of air quality meters, at least not on this map, in that area. But I would suspect if you have to go outside, be careful. Because you know what, you're going to smell it in the air. Even though the fire's out, the fumes are likely lingering in the air. Let's take another look at traffic counts on I-95. This is from the PennDOT website, and you can see here, this is actually showing here. Now this is combined both directions. 200,000 vehicles a day in this area. You see just south there, looks like I'm seeing 128,000 vehicles. Nonetheless, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's going to be a disaster. If you commute this section of roadway every day, maybe you go southbound in the morning, come back north in the afternoon, or maybe you have to go northbound in the morning. Some people do commute northbound, or there's a lot of truck traffic as well. It is going to be a disaster. If you know this section of 95, you know in the afternoon, it backs it from downtown Philadelphia all the way up through to the Cottman Avenue exit. It's a massive delay. It backs up miles and miles. And right now, we don't have that stretch of roadway. So I'm going to try and help you get around this. And you can see here, here's the PennDOT map. And I can show you multiple different things here. Here's a live camera of I-95 over by the area of Cottman. Look at this. This is something we don't normally see during the daytime. There's no traffic on 95. That's because Interstate 95 right now is just not open. I don't know what this is about right here. I see there's police trying to direct people back onto 95. Maybe they're going to try and get a stretch of 95 closed just south of Cottman Avenue. That would be fantastic. Stay tuned. This is not going to be the only update. We'll probably have another update on this tomorrow. And I want to show you right now, if you're traveling northbound on 995, say you want to just, maybe you're not even from Philadelphia. Maybe you're going from DC and you want to head up to New York. Completely avoid Philadelphia. Stay on that 95 where it splits off for the Delaware Memorial Bridge in Delaware. Head for the tolls. Head for New Jersey Turnpike. Take that up. Don't even come through Philadelphia. Because if you decide to come up through Philadelphia, you're going to be diverted off here by the Betsy Ross Bridge. Then you're stuck with all the side streets. And I just want to show you this. This is the off-ramp of 995 coming from the area of Cottman Avenue. That's the Cottman Avenue off-ramp. The incident that happened, the fire, it happened right underneath here. This is State Road and I-95. If anyone knows this area, if anyone knows Philadelphia, maybe you're not familiar with this area, you know that in the first thing on a Monday morning, this intersection right here, going eastbound, then going southbound, is an absolute disaster area. Now you're not going to have northbound 95, and you have just limited roadway capacity here. This area is going to be a disaster. Let's exit out of this and look at some of the alternatives that you can take, and I will show you the current situation. Here's the map view. A lot of people are currently opting for Frankfurt Avenue. A lot of people are currently opting for Torresdale Avenue. Look at this. It's just an absolute disaster. So if you live in, say, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and you want to come down to, say, Center City, you do have several options. One of them is you could come down the boulevard. But mind you, the boulevard is short a lane. The Roosevelt Boulevard is short a lane on the Roosevelt Expressway from Broad Street all the way down to Fox Street. It's just 2 lanes versus the original 3 lanes. So that is going to be extremely congested tomorrow. I would suggest maybe head for the tolls, head for the Turnpike, head down 476, then come up the Blue Route. And that is an option for you tomorrow. If you are in New Jersey today, or maybe tomorrow, and you are coming back from the shore, or you have to come up the 42 freeway, come across into Pennsylvania, you want to access Northeast Philadelphia, you want to access Bucks County, stay on I-76. I know it's going to be congested. Stay on the Schuylkill Expressway and come up the boulevard. That's just what you're going to have to do. Or say you live up here in Bucks County and you want to get down to the airport, Philadelphia International Airport. Go west on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, go south on the Blue Route, come up I-95, and that will get you to the airport. Again, if you are traveling, from Washington, maybe even further south, you're traveling somewhere up north or somewhere southbound, completely avoid Philadelphia right now. You want to come across this Delaware Memorial Bridge, and you want to head for the New Jersey Turnpike. You will hit some traffic on the New Jersey Turnpike, as you can see here. Today, it is congested from the area down here in Cherry Hill area on up through north of Route 73. But trust me, it's a lot better than coming here and dealing with this mass chaos which is going on through Northeast Philadelphia. Remember, folks, again, this is a Sunday. People are not commuting to or from Center City for work. Yeah, of course, there's some traffic, there's some volume out there, but this is nothing like what it's going to be at rush hour. If you live in Northeast Philadelphia, taking the Market Frankfurt Elevated is another option tomorrow. But I advise this. That route gets heavily crowded. That elevated train gets jam-packed with people during the rush hour time frame. That may not be your best option. If you can work from home instead of commuting to Center City tomorrow, that may not be such a bad idea until we get a sense of direction as to what we're going on. We hope to get more information on this. We hope to find out maybe a timeline of when it's going to reopen, because if we go back to this article, there are talks here that perhaps a temporary structure may have to go up just to get it going. And that's not going to be a long-term fix. And I want to show you something else here. If you're not familiar with I-95 in Philadelphia, you probably don't notice. If you are familiar with I-95 in Philadelphia, you know it's been under construction for a long period of time. And this is quite unfortunate what just happened here. You can see it here on the Google Maps. You can see here, this was under construction. Well, the bad news is, right here by Cottman Avenue, they had just completed this section of roadway. Let me bring you back to a camera again. And let's go up to 95 Northeast Philadelphia. You can see here, look where this is. Now, it looks to me like southbound 95, and at least at the Cottman on-ramp, they're trying to allow some traffic again. That would be great news for tomorrow morning's rush hour. But again, this area is going to be super, super congested because essentially, look at this. I want to show you this. Essentially, everyone has to be forced off here at the Academy Road exit in Philadelphia. Then you can either go to Torresdale or Frankfurt Avenue, and that, my friends, is going to be an absolute disaster tomorrow morning because there is a significant morning commute that volume starts increasing on Monday mornings. Between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m., this area is just jam-packed with volume, and if you're not through there at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's just an absolute parking lot during rush hour. But the problem is this construction had just finished. Look here. You can see, new stretch of roadway, and this had to happen. This is actually not the first time this has happened on I-95. I believe back in 1996, further south of this area, there was a tire fire that set up underneath 95, and that damaged the roadway, and it was shut down for many days. Those who were around back then may know that that was a disaster. A lot of people opted over for the boulevard. Unfortunately, only one of the cameras on the boulevard works, but if you're a normal boulevard commuter on a Monday morning, or more so Monday afternoon, coming from Center City is going to be the worst commute. This section of the boulevard going northbound, it merges down to just 2 lanes at Wissahickon. This is going to be a disaster. It's going to back up onto the Schuylkill Expressway, and that's probably going to back up onto the Vine Street Expressway. I mean, here we are Sunday afternoon. I mean, this is normal. This roadway is normally congested on a Sunday, but look here. This is kind of a little bit unusual. Traffic is backed up into South Philly because those who are coming back from the New Jersey shore are coming across the Waltman Bridge, and instead of going on 95 North, a lot of them are opting to just continue on the expressway. There's a Philadelphia Phillies game today. That's going to let out sometime this evening. There's a lot of fans at the game today. Maybe less because of 95 being closed, but nonetheless, when they let out, combined with the people coming from New Jersey, this stretch of 76 is going to be backed up all the way up to the approach of the boulevard. So again, I'm just trying to prepare you ahead of time for what's happening tomorrow. What we do know is, once again repeating, I-95 is shut down northbound in Northeast Philadelphia. It's also shut down southbound between Academy and Cottman. Northbound it's gone. It's collapsed. It's not coming back anytime soon. There's going to be emergency work that gets done. Hopefully we will get more details as we head into tomorrow. Maybe we'll hear a press conference this evening. I am going to have another update tomorrow called The First Day Without I-95 in Northeast Philadelphia. If you want to see more special reports like this, maybe you enjoy seeing special reports on my channel, subscribe to my channel down below, give me the thumbs up, give me a comment, share this video with your friends. If you know someone who's going to be traveling in the Philadelphia area, maybe they live here, maybe they're going to travel through Philadelphia, share this video with them. Let them know there's no I-95 in Northeast Philadelphia right now. It's shut down. One of the busiest highways in Philadelphia is heavily damaged. It collapsed and is shut down right now. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching this video. I know this is not something we normally do here, but this is a very important topic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Have a great Sunday afternoon.